with another strategy that we're going to be using to trade V75, V10, any volatility index. Okay, but this is not yet for Women Crash. Women Crash, I will make another video. Okay, so I'm going to be using this strategy to scalp and swing depending on the time frame that we use to enter, scalp and swing indices. Okay, so let me jump into the video, into the rules. Okay, so right here, let me first show you the settings for the indicators that we are going to be using. We're going to be using one moving average on the main chart, the MACD indicator, and the relative figure index on the second indicator window. Okay, so it will be like what, like this, right? So this, we don't need this one, we don't need any levels right there. Okay, so right here for the moving average, we are going to be using moving average period is 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, right? Then you click done, right? Then for the MACD, first EMA 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA 9, apply to close, click done, right? And add another indicator window 2, and we're going to add relative figure index period. I'm using period 10, right? Then click done, right? So let me jump into the rules, right? So stay tuned until you hear all the rules. Okay, so for the rules of this strategy, it's quite simple. Okay, so firstly, for when you are selling, right, firstly on our main chart, the candlesticks must be below the black moving average, right? That's the first condition, right? And then on the MACD indicator, this small bars, the histogram, must be below the level 0, right? And then we're going to be using our relative figure index for our entries, right? So that's what we're going to be doing, right? So let me look forward for some examples so that I can show you. So we're going to be using this one strategy on either step index, any index it works on, except for Women Crash. Women Crash is on specific rules that I'm gonna share with you in the next video. Okay, so right here, right, so we're looking for sale opportunities, right? Here the candlesticks are below the black moving average, right? That's the first condition, right? For the second condition, the small bars, the MACD EMA here, are below the level 0, right? And then after if the first two conditions have been met, we are now going to our relative figure index to look for our entries, right? So we're going to enter whenever it crosses the green and the red line, whenever they cross for a sale above the 0 level, right? The 0 level right there. Oh, the 0 level right here, right? So if the green and the red cross above the 0 level, this is for a sale, we enter our sales, right? So that's what we are going to be doing, right? So right in here, first condition has been met. The candlesticks are below the black moving average. The MACD EMA, the MACD histogram is below the 0 level, right? So we've got this entry right here, which would be relative somewhere here, right? And then this entry right here, this entry here, we do not take it. Why? Because it's the green and the red crossed below the 0 level, right? So we don't take that trade, right? So we're only going to be taking these trades right here when it crosses above the 0 level. So here is relative to that, and here it's here, that one is here and here, right? So you can use this strategy on any time frame, right? And then firstly, you have to go to the 1 hour time frame, depending on the time frame that you'll be using. Right here I'm showing you the M15 time frame. So I'm going to go to the what? I first have to go to the 1 hour time frame to determine the what? The market direction. So you multiply the time frame that you are in using by 4, right? So if you want to take your entries on the H1 on the 1 hour time frame, you are going to go to the H4 to confirm where the trend is, right? So right here on the H1, right? Firstly, to confirm the trend, it's a sell, it's in a downtrend, right? Because the candlesticks are below the 50 moving average, right? And the MACD histogram is below the level 0, right? So that's what you'll be doing. So after seeing this, I go to my M15 right now, and that's when I started looking for my sell opportunities, right? So you first go to the higher time frame and check where the market trend is, and then you can enter your sales. So if you are entering using the let me go to the 1 minute, right? So if you want to enter on the 1 minute time frame, we are going to go to our 5 minute time frame and see 5 minute and 15 minute time frame. So the 15 minute time frame, you see showing a sell, right? So the 5 minute time frame right here in this period, let me find something that I okay, starting from here, it was in a downtrend, right? So it's 3:10, let's say 3 o'clock, right? Starting from 3 o'clock, right? Then I'll shift to my 1 minute time frame, right? Starting from 3 o'clock, it's somewhere away behind here, somewhere here, right? Yeah, somewhere here, right? So here I'm not taking my entries because the candlesticks are above the black moving average, right? And then now here the candlesticks are below the black moving average, and and the MACD histogram is below the level 0, right? So let me zoom in once, right here. So the candlesticks are below the black moving average. My MACD histogram is below the level 0, right? Then here I won't take the trade because it crossed below the level 0, right? But here I will take my entry. So I will take my entry right here, and my stop loss I will place it above this side right here, right? So but this trade wasn't going to hold because there's divergence right here. I think you know what divergence is. If you don't know what it is, you can check out my previous videos. Video I posted a few months back. I talked about divergence, but there's divergence here. So I personally wouldn't enter right here now. Okay, I'll wait for the market to confirm, then I'll enter. Then right here, right, the EMA is above the candlesticks. First condition has been met. The MACD histogram is below the level 0, right? And then for my entries now, I'm going to be entering here. Why? Because they are crossing above the level 0. So I got my entry there, and there, right? So I got multiple entries on this on this trade, right? Then I want to be, then when the market I'm not looking forward to buy. Of course you can get some good entries, but I'm not entering the buys because the trend is still showing, the 15 minute and the 5 minute are still showing a sell, right? They're still showing a sell right there, right? So here below the black moving average, the MACD histogram close 0 level, right? I enter my sell here, right? So it's this side and this side, right? Those are the entries that we had, right? So let me go to, let's check V50, right? So V50, let's go to the M15 first. M15 time frame, right? So let me look at this uptrend right here. So it started around 6 o'clock, right? Then 6 o'clock, which date? 6 o'clock on the 9th. Okay, so then we shift to the what? The 5 minute, right? So here on the 5 minute time frame, you can also use the what? 5 minute time frame to what? To enter, right? So here the candlesticks are above what? The like moving average, right? The MACD histogram is above the 0 level, and the what? The crosses here, 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 and they are all below the 0 level. So you had what? Valid entries all everywhere around what? Around there. But I personally wouldn't enter right there, because what? And see what? It gets broken right here. Right? So that's when I will start looking for what? For my entries, which means I will only take what? This trade right here. That's the only trade I would have taken, right? This trade here, because this one wasn't what? Didn't cross below the 0 level. So this was the only trade that I would have taken, right? And then let's shift to the what? The 1 minute time frame. Yeah, I think it's around here, right? So on the 1 minute time frame, you'll be having what? Multiple entries, right? Unlike the 5 minute and the 15 minute. 1 minute we have what? Multiple entries, right? So here, first condition, average, the MACD histogram crosses above the what? 0 level. Now we start looking for what? For our buys, right? So that's what we'll be doing. So try this out on demo before you go live, right? And check the results, and you can comment in the comment section down below and let me know how it's going, right? So if you are new to this channel, like, subscribe, and share the content.